Hello, everybody. This is Gray here. Just a quick moment of your time before we get started on today's episode. There was a small problem recording Luna's audio, and unfortunately, while you can hear her just fine, there's a really loud fan in the background, and we tried to minimize it as much as possible, but you can still hear it sometimes, so just be mindful of that. We really did our best. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We had a blast recording it, and we hope that you guys look forward to more. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku Ryu, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of February 22nd. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Gray.
What's happening, guys?
And Luna.
Good evening, everyone.
Yay, we're back together again.
For this week, at least.
For this week, at least. Don't know about next week.
We'll wait and see. It's up in the air still.
Sorry, my bad. I just kept thinking, oh, it's evening. Maybe I should say it's evening. But it might not be evening for those of you listening to it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I try not to reference time of day.
But yeah, how have we been? Let's start with you, Gray.
Tired and exhausted. I just finished my 12th day working in a row. And I have to do like another 6-day work week next week. And I've told everybody here, it's like I gotta get out of town. I gotta get out of Dodge. I'm about to kill somebody. So I'm going to visit my parents who live an hour and a half away tomorrow, just for a couple of days. I gotta be back Monday for my shift, so it's not going to be like a long visit, but I've got to get out of the city. I'm about ready to kill people. Other than that, I've been doing good. Been listening to some tunes and playing a little bit of Resident Evil. Not a lot, but just a little bit. But I'm good. How are you doing, Luna?
I'm good. Just been a long, busy week. Glad it's the weekend.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, weekend party time. Not really.
I have not the energy or the enthusiasm to party.
I'm just being sarcastic.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just being. It's just like I was like, I'm so dead. It's like I'm just like, but man, I'd love to party. I'd love to do something. Party at Luna's house.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, we go to bed early here though. We go to bed sometimes super early. It's already getting close to my bedtime. So how about you, Ken? How have you been this week?
I've been okay. I mean, time just flew by. I didn't even know it was the weekend already.
Well, that's a good thing.
I guess. It was just a blur to me. But besides that, what we've been listening to. Let's start with you again, Gray, mostly because we missed you last week.
Yeah, well, to be fair, last week I wasn't really listening to a whole lot. I got like my usual LOL stuff I've been listening to, but mostly I've been listening to a little bit of Inflow, going back and listening to some of their stuff, and I've been listening to more AAA. Like I actually listened to their first album. I've got to where I kind of listen to that like once a week because I really enjoy it. And today I listened to their second album from start to finish and really liked that one. And I think we've talked about this before. I'm planning on doing a review of the first AAA album for the site. It should be out within a week. It's the goal. I don't want to make too many promises just because life seems to keep getting in the way. But I've been working really hard on it, and I'm really looking forward to having it finished. And I already wanted to go ahead and start work on the second one because I do really like the group. They are very interesting, especially coming from this as like a more modern like LOL fan and like their style, and then kind of going back and listening to some of the things that AAA was doing, which is it's really cool. I think in some ways I think AAA was way more experimental than what LOL is. I think LOL is a little bit more formulaic, but that's not a bad thing. I mean, they know what they're doing and they do it well. So, but like with AAA, like you always like there's songs with trumpets in them, and they do like all this different genre stuff, and like they'll have like a hard rock song, they'll have like a hip hop song, they'll have like some sort of jazz function infused song. So I do like a lot of weird stuff, and it's really cool. So be looking forward to that. Other than that, there was one day this week I listened to a Bobby Brown song. That's about it. What have you been listening to?
Just a random assortments of things here. I went back to my Juicy playlist and I started listening to Kyoranji also. The new version of Kyoranji. Like I said before, they're a fairly good band back in the 80s, and the new iteration of it where it's just the main brother, because it was formed by two brothers and then the younger brother kind of split off and it was like a pretty bad breakup. Like there was a concert where both of them were back together again, and it was like two divorced parents coming together just to be at a son's graduation, and just like the awkward looks on their face.
Oh,
That sounds rough.
So it was so funny just to watch that live, the concert, and just like them not looking at each other at all. But they made a Idolmaster song called Lemonade, and I've been listening to the guitarist actually sing the song, because the guitarist is actually really good female guitarist. I'm not to slant her or anything, or other amazing female guitarists there, but she's really, really good. Like really good. Like she did
for the brand she's associated with, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of what you're getting at.
It's really, really good, because she did a guitar like meetup for like specifically for women guitarists, and she was the instructor, and she played, I forget what K-On song, but she shredded that song like insanely. Like I was like, man, I never knew that song could be played like that before until I listened to her play it. But besides that, I've been just the Juicy playlist. And what about you, Luna?
I've been listening to a random assortment of songs since Chanmina dropped her new music video for I'm a Pop. I've had that on repeat since I heard it. I'm waiting for my single to ship. I will be playing that in the car all day, every day. I've also been listening to Kira again. Her Naked album that came out last year is phenomenal, and listened to that on blast. Was also listening to Benny's Covers 2 finally, and I will say Covers 2 is definitely the best one.
Right?
It is. It's amazing. I was listening on that for the first 5 days in the car, and it's amazing. I say Covers 2, Covers 3, then Covers 1. Those are my list of favorites, but that was really, really good. And was also listening to Old Sky, some Kodakumi again, and Nishino Kana. And some Kamiki Yaya, because she has her concert coming up. So that's about all I've been listening to, just a random assortment of songs.
Oh, yeah. I went back to her also because of our talk last week of Covers 1 and Covers 2 and Covers 3. I was like, man, I forgot how good her Covers 2 album was. It's just so good.
Oh my god, it is amazing. And I love her cover of Lovers Again. I thought she did it so well.
That is so good. So good.
So I highly recommend checking her out. She is on iTunes. And if you haven't heard her, I'd start with her covers album. I'd start with Covers 2, though, because that's our favorite.
Definitely. Like, that was the only one of covers, I believe, that she made a music video for. She did a reenaction of Lovers Again, Exiles version, where it shows her in a cold room. Granted, it isn't in Russia or wherever they filmed Lovers Again originally for Exiles version, but she's in a lonely room in the wintertime, and it's shot for shot pretty much, and it's so good.
Wow.
It's so good. If you guys have the chance, go and find that song and go listen to it.
I have the DVDs because I bought the limited edition versions of each one. I just haven't popped into music videos yet, and I'm very excited to see those, though.
But yeah, with that, let's move on to our news and releases for this week. And I'm so very, very happy of how this turned out. So if you guys didn't know this, we had a meeting last week where we are putting a lot more thought and time and effort into the site. And, I just wanted to say, you guys, I am so happy that you guys are helping me out with this for the most part here, because I'm so happy of how the site turned out now.
Of course, it's looking great, and there's such a variety of artists on here, which I think makes, you find something for everyone on here.
Yeah.
So, as per usual, let's start with the new releases that we announced this week on the site. And Gray, why don't you start off first?
Yeah. So first of all, starting off this week, we had a new mini album dropping for drops. Trying to do a pun there. Anyways, so Drops is a four-member female rock band. If you do not know who they are, they are not licensed. They're under King Records, and they are celebrating is it 10-year anniversary? Yeah, 10-year anniversary for the band, and so they're releasing a new album, a mini album called Trumpet. It's going to have 4 songs, or not 4, it's going to have 7 songs, excuse me, and it will be out March 29th.
And don't forget to pre-order your copy of Trumpet on our site. You can also check out the track list.
Yes.
And you want to continue on there for just a bit with your next piece of article there?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought we were going to go in order. So, as everybody knows, I'm a huge Bradio fan, and we got some really exciting news this week that they are indeed dropping their new single called Ulte Geda. I hope I pronounced that right. It's set to come out on the 24th of April, and this thing is an absolute beast. It's called a single. There are 3 new songs on here, but the whole thing is 10 tracks. So if you are a fan of Bradio like we are, this thing will have a lot for you to unpack. I mean, it's got 3 new songs. There's going to be a total of 13 total. The last 3 tracks, they're called the hidden Afro versions, but they're actually just the instrumental versions. They do that with all their singles, and I'm really looking forward to it. So this comes out on April 24th. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order your copy, feel free to do so on the site. I am really looking forward to this thing.
I am too, actually. I loved their last album and got really into them after we did the Artist Spotlight. So I can't wait to see what they bring to us this year.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty excited for it too, and it's pretty much like a mini album because they included a live performance of their last concert on the track list, which is also the reason why it's so beefy, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited. To say the least.
And like a lot of the songs are like some of their big hits, like Boom Boom Heaven, Flyers, Back to the Funk. Like these are like really songs that are super popular. So it'll be really good. I'm really interested to hear the live version of Funky Kitchen. Honestly, I'm interested to see what they do with that in a live setting. It's gonna be really cool.
I wonder if that puppet is gonna appear.
Maybe it's possible.
But yeah, continuing on, let's talk a bit about Shishamo. They just recently announced that they will be bringing their first single of the year after their very successful Shishamo 5 back in last summer. You know, the group is finally releasing their next single titled Oh on April 24th also. This will be the group's 9th single overall and will be set to release with 3 tracks total. Unfortunately, there's only going to be a CD only format. As much as I would want a collector's edition, another collector's edition with the shirt, but I guess CD only is the way to go as of right now. Unfortunately, there has not been a track list been reported as the time of re-recording, but you're damn sure we will when all the news gets unleashed for this single. If anything, go pre-order your copy on our site through CD Japan. You can check out their announcement for the single below.
I'm very excited about this, and I can't wait to see what they when they finally release that track listing.
Yep. I'm very excited about that. And I guess continuing on to a couple more news here is there is a lovely vocalist named Pushum, and she just announced her 20th anniversary album and tour. So if for those who are not in the know, she is a fairly popular reggae and R&B artist, and she announced on her YouTube channel this brand new album called Immature, and it's set to drop on March 13th. This is going to be used as to commemorate her 20th year in the music industry, and will release with 12 tracks total, and will include hits from her single Naname ni Kiru Style and some from her mix CD Groove Island, which was released last year and the year before respectively. The CD album will also release with 2 different editions, a CD only and a DVD plus CD limited edition, with the DVD including a exclusive 6-track studio live featuring popular reggae Japanese band Homegrown, which is really good. Also announced is that she'll be doing a 3-month anniversary tour titled Push'em's 20th Anniversary Live Tour that will run April 13th to July 20th, and you can check out our site for the venues where they're heading to. So if you guys are interested in Push'em, go right ahead. You can pre-order the album, both CD only and limited edition, on our site. You can check out this trailer teaser for the album below too, also on our site.
I'm very excited. I remember hearing Push'em years ago and seeing that she's still going, and I haven't listened to her recently, but after this announcement I went on YouTube and started watching a lot of her music videos and remembered one of the reasons I love her so much. Her voice is phenomenal, and this woman can do reggae.
Man.
It's amazing.
Her vocals surprised me so much through the different years. Like, because I was kind of just doing some research about her, and just going through the years of her amazing, career was so interesting. Just to see her vocal change and, how she adapted to neo reggae and stuff like that. It's so interesting. So if you guys have an apt interest of what the reggae scene is in Japan, go check her out.
Oh, I agree. She's the best place to start for reggae. I think I listened to her in 2006, and she did an amazing song with Meiji and Homemade Kazoku. I think it was Maburoshi from Homemade Kazoku. I cannot speak tonight. But the song's called I Say Yeah, and they all did a joint concert together. It was, I loved it. I love that song so much. I bought the joint concert, and Push'em live, her vocals are just, it's worth it. I wish if I could see her, because she's going to be in Zepp Tokyo in April, and I know that's going to be a amazing show.
But yeah, with that, Luna, if you want to continue a little bit about the news here.
Yeah, so Riol, who those of you who don't know her, she is an electronica vocalist and songwriter. She is famous for if anyone knows the show, it's called Nico Nico Doga, and she had announced that her latest EP, titled Bunmei, will be released on March 20th, and she's not had an EP like this in over a year, which is very exciting. And there is a video of a trailer for that new EP, which includes some live performances, as there will be 3 very luxurious editions, and one of them is a Blu-ray plus CD edition that includes her 2018 tour, Maiden Faction. And I will say, I listened to a little bit of her, but this made me jump into a lot more of her, as I've seen her song Saisaki advertised on YouTube all the time, and it got me to check her out, and that just drew me in. So I'm excited to listen to Bunmei and see where this goes. But you can watch the video on our site. Also, all the links are up for pre-order on the site as well. It's available on CD Japan in 3 different editions. And to go on to our next bit of news is Aimyon, who we will be probably talking about a little later today, has announced after the great success of her second album, she will be dropping a new single in April called Haru no Hi. And this was actually chosen as the main theme for the anime Crayon Shinchan Honeymoon Hurricane Ushinawarata Hiroshi. And I can see this doing great success, as Crayon Shinchan is hugely popular, and her newest album, Shunkanteki Sixth Sense, has sold very, very well. I have my copy on order and waiting for shipping. So I'm excited to see this. We have the track listing up on our website. The pre-order links are also up. And in the meantime, you can check out her Marigold music video, which is a single she sung on the Kohaku. I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. Aimyon is someone to look out for. She's going up there.
Yeah, she's...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she's really piqued my interest as of late, because I do remember really enjoying her performance on the Kohaku, and I really, really like, again, the song that we'll be talking about a little later. I think it's a really great song, and I honestly haven't had a chance to go and check out some of her other work, which is kind of killing me a little bit inside, but I'm looking forward to this. I'm pretty excited, and I think it's going to be really good.
I agree with this. I'm really looking forward to Haru no Hi, and I think it'll be a great spring single as well, as the title suggests. Spring Day.
Spring Day, indeed. I'm looking really forward to this. The album's piqued my interest so much over the last couple weeks that I'm probably gonna just blind buy this single. And I do love the promotion that they did for her with her hanging around with Crayon Shinchan.
I know, I did too. I thought that was a really, really good idea, so... Alright, and so the next bit is 4-member pop group News, who is a Johnny's group. They are releasing their 10th studio album. So for those of you who don't know, News was actually formed in '03 and was originally a 9-member group, which was very interesting to see how they went from 9-member to 4-member. But I'm very excited about this, as it comes out actually. It already came out the 20th. I want to see how this is going to do next week, and I think it's going to top. And it comes in several editions. It comes in pretty much 3 editions. You can get the standard only, you can get a CD plus DVD limited edition, or you can get a bundled edition, which comes with both, as each edition has exclusives for them. So if you want I know, if you want the bonus, there are 4 bonus tracks with the CD. You want that, you have to buy that in a DVD one, because the DVD does not have those bonus tracks, but it has a DVD with some special videos. So they get you there because you're a fan of them, buy both of them. It's worth it. And it's pretty cool what they did with it. The new album is called Worldista. And it's a it is a long track listing. If you get the standard edition, it already has 18 tracks. You get the CD only edition with the bonus tracks, it is 22. You're getting your money's worth with this. And I'm excited about hearing this. We have, I love their song Blue. I thought it was really, really good. So I'm looking forward to this release. They've been around for a while, and seeing bands like this come out and release something is always exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this release too. I used to like News's older stuff, but with the release of this album, I think it's going to pique my curiosity. I haven't pulled the trigger yet on that, but I've been listening to the samples on it through Amazon, so I'm kind of just like, I don't know yet. But it's been piquing my curiosity, to say the least.
Oh yeah, mine too. So this will be a neat release. You can pre-order your copy by going to CD Japan on our website. Everything is linked, and you can also check out a live performance of Blue on there. And we have the next new one, and I think this is one of the ones I'm most excited about. So Eddie Aoi is releasing a new album entitled Fragment. And one of the big reasons I think not only me, but a lot of other people are very ecstatic about this is because she has been on hiatus since 2016. This will be her first studio album since Aobe, which was released in 2015. And she's best known as, she's an anime singer. She's done Sword Art Online. She's also famous for her Niku Niku Doga, the show that was on there. So Eddie Aoi is actually her stage name. But this is going to be exciting, seeing her release something new. 2 of the songs that will be on there were featured in SAO, Sword Art Online, and their Ryusei Nyakusoku. But this has some cool additions with it, and I really want the really limited edition. So there's going to be a CD only, a limited edition with a DVD or Blu-ray, and then the Blu-ray limited edition actually will come with a t-shirt, and I really, really, really want this. And it also comes with a mini photo book. Really want that t-shirt and that photo book. It's super, super, super tempting. So right now, there is not a full track listing. There's only 4 tracks that have been officially announced. There will be 11 tracks total, and we do have those tracks that are listed on our website, along with her latest music video of Ryusei. I highly recommend you checking her out. She is amazing. And the links are up on our website if you'd like to pre-order it as well. So, and should I talk about that last bit of news we just posted?
Not just yet. Oh yeah,
Nope.
Wait. Let me chime in first. I want to buy that shirt. I want to buy that special collector edition shirt. I want that shirt.
I know, I do too. I
want that
really
shirt.
I know. I want it for that because I got the special edition of the Miwon with the shirt, and the shirt's so freaking cute. I want this Eddie Aoi one, and I have a ton of her albums.
Can you pick what size the shirt comes in?
I think it's always just gonna be Japanese large. It's always Japanese large. Because even the Shishamo one, when I picked up Shishamo 5, the shirt size was Japanese large.
Same with mine. Mine's the same for Miwa.
I need to lose some weight if I'm going to fit in one of those.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, continue on with your last piece of release news there.
So Yasuda Rei is releasing a new single, and for those of you who don't know, she is a Japanese pop singer under Sony Music Japan, and I'm excited about this because I saw her live in 2014 when I had no idea who she was, and I have her autograph. She is super, super sweet. She was very nice, and I heard her music and loved it. So she has her new single called Blooming, which will be featured as the intro theme to the anime Latent Mystery Tantei Sha Katrail no Nazotoki File, an anime I've never heard of. I wonder if we'll get it in the US. So this will actually, that's just judging by the title, I don't know, maybe. Sounds like a Sentai Filmworks title, maybe. So the single will actually have 3 editions. It comes in a CD plus DVD edition featuring the music video for Blooming. It'll come in a special CD-only limited pressing that will come with a TV-sized version of the song Blooming as it's used for the anime, and it will come in a CD-only edition as well. So this is very exciting. You can also pre-order your copy on CD Japan. The links are on our website. And you can also check out the special TV spot for Blooming and see what you think of it.
So the anime in question is a Professor Layton anime series.
I still never heard of Professor Layton.
Professor Layton is a DS game series. It's a puzzle game series. There are 6 in the main line, and then I think there's like a phone game. I've played 5 of the games. Like, Professor Layton's really, really good, especially if you like puzzles, solving puzzles. Like, the whole game is like, oh, here's 150 puzzles to solve. Here's 175 puzzles to solve. It's a puzzle solver game. But he solves, he has a reputation of knowing how to solve puzzles, and he winds up solving mysteries too along the way. It's a good series.
So you know what? We
really
might get
series.
that here.
Oh, we will. I have the first Professor Layton movie that came out because I was a huge fan of the games. So I did not know they were doing an anime series.
Of course, anything popular Nintendo wise is gonna get an anime series. I mean, even even Ace Attorney has one. Yeah.
It does.
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah, it does.
But yeah. And with that, let's continue on to a couple of main news here. I'll start off first because this is kind of a tweener news between the new releases. First off is Yamamoto Sayaka of recently graduating NMB48 announced that not only she'll be signing under a new label under Universal Music, but she will be releasing a new single titled Ichirosu, and it's going to be set to release on April 17th and have a 3-track list total, and produced by famed music producer Seiji Kimada, while having Yamamoto composed all the lyrics herself. If you guys don't know who Seiji Kimada is, he is a big-time music producer. He produced a lot of major hits. He produced, I think, Morning Musume at one point in time, but he's a big-time music producer, right? And to have someone like that after going through Akimoto is such a huge boost for her career, so I'm pretty happy for her.
I wonder if she's going to continue down like that pop path that she had from coming from NMB48, or if she's going to do her own thing, maybe be like an R&B singer or something. No, I think that's what I'm more interested in finding out.
She did that pop rock genre well in NMB, and that honestly, that style suits her. And I don't see her straying too far, but I mean, hey, I guess new year, new label, new me, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. It'll be very interesting to see how this thing unfolds. I didn't know Seiji Kameda was such a huge thing, but I mean, if he's produced, well, I mean, if he's done stuff like Morning Musume and stuff like that, I guess it might veer more toward like the pop. But you know, it'll still be interesting to see how all this unfolds. I'm glad she's back on her feet. I mean, some of the people that we've covered after they, that we've covered their graduation for, we haven't talked about since. So it's kind of nice to see like one of these graduations move on to another part of the music industry. So it'll be really cool and interesting to see.
Yeah, it's sad because, like, for example, Mayu Watanabe, she actually has a fairly successful acting career now, so we'll probably not see her do songs ever again.
That happens sometimes. Well, but see, and a lot of some of the people who join AKB48 and stuff like that, it's not really to have a music career, because I mean, isn't that Jarina's big wish, is to be an actor? Yeah, like once she graduates AKB48, like I don't think she's going to be in the music industry. She's probably going to be on TV shows and in movies or something.
Yeah, probably. Like I said, some of them do have ulterior motives, and this is their one shot of kind of getting sponsors. Like, there's another member. Her name is Yamauchi Suzuran. She's a good idol, and she's been in AKB for close to 10 years now. But she's more known for golfing, and she actually uses that to get money to go and participate in tournaments, because that stuff ain't cheap, man. Yeah.
No. I know a lot of professionals get paid to play, but you have to pay in order to play too. It's a two-way street. So yeah, no, it's a huge money sink. You have equipment that you have to, unless you're being invited, then I think it's free. But if you want to join, you have to pay so much money to the people who are hosting the tournament. So yeah, no, I could totally see that. It to each his own. We all have to put food on the table somehow, right?
Yeah. But yeah, Ichirenso will release with 2 different editions, with a regular edition, a CD-only regular edition, coming out with an additional B-side, while the limited DVD edition will include the music videos, but it will only release with 2 tracks instead of 3. So there's a caveat there. If you want all the tracks, but if you want to see the Blu-ray, you gotta buy both. This is how they get you.
Well, it is universal too, because I've always been one of those people who was like, I want to sit back and wait and see if I'm going to like it from like iTunes or Apple Music or something like that. But with Universal, I mean, it's like flipping a coin if it even comes over to our iTunes store. So I'm kind of on the fence too. Part of me wants to kind of like blind buy it just to see what it's going to be like, but the other part of me is like, well, I kind of want to wait and see like what she's doing. So we'll wait and see. I mean, if you're going to buy a version, probably better to buy the limited DVD version, because you get more bang for your buck that way.
But yeah, with that, I believe we're finished off with the news here. So next bit.
Yeah, we're holding one.
Yeah, we're holding one for later on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll continue on to our indie corner this week. And this week is a lovely little 3-member band called No Lala. They are a twin vocal all-girl rock band that formed back in 2016 with a lovely statement saying that even though they're twin vocals, all three members' voices shall be heard in a very high tension. Their song Goodbye Liar is a very, very good example for this claim. There is a beautiful harmony between both the bass player and the guitarist, who are the lead vocals. And while, there's this new drummer, her name is Haru, while her still being fairly new to the group, brings that emotional breakthrough that you don't really see all too much since, for my point of view, since debuting Scandal.
I really, really like No La La. I was pleasantly surprised, and I honestly didn't know much what the band was about when I first heard them, and holy cow, they were pretty awesome. I listened to that song on repeat. I listened to it more than once, let's put it that way.
I'll say I've only heard it once, and that's the only song of theirs that I heard. But I will say that I was pretty mesmerized by it, because it was right before we started recording the show, and I had my phone playing it on the banister as I was getting things ready for the evening, and I stopped and went back to my phone and listened to this thing. It's such a beautiful song. It was really attention grabbing, and I can see why you listened to it more than once, because I really, really liked it. And my intention was, at the time, I had to focus on getting ready for the show, but when I get off, if I can remember, my plan is to go on iTunes or something and see if they have more, because I liked what I heard, and I'd like to hear more what they have to offer, especially if they have more music that is that beautiful in quality and tone. This is one of those songs. I guess all of our indie corners, you could say this, but I really feel like this in particular is true. It's one of those songs, like, I think you really have to hear it to understand it to some degree, and once you do hear it, though, it'll take you, and I really, really liked it.
But yeah, currently the band only has one mini album titled Harmony and one single titled Goodbye Liar, both which was released last year. You can check out the music video for Goodbye Liar on our site, and their official site and Twitter also on our site. And I guess with that, let's continue on to the Oricon here. Another wonderful week in the music industry here.
I think it was a good week.
I am very, very pleasant. I am very, very hesitant I should say the least, on next week's single charts, because oh boy, the initial charts for the Oricon for the first day daily had all 6 Bang Dream singles ranking on the top, and I'm so scared that all 6 are gonna be on there next week. I mean, I'm happy for Bushiroad and all that, but that's gonna show some major power towards Konami if they're gonna try step up their game, so to speak.
Let me put it to you this way. I just checked for today, and all 6 of them are still on the top 10.
Oh boy, all 6 of them are still gonna probably rank then. Oh boy.
Oh wow, next week will be interesting.
Oh, Bushiroad, give me that money. Oh boy. But yeah, let's take it 1 week at a time and start with this week.
Yes.
With number 10, Moshimo and Yokobasu by Chemistry, a group that I haven't heard in a long time.
Same.
Yeah.
I haven't heard them since Wings of Words, and that was back when Gundam Seed Destiny came out. But I love the song, and seeing them on the chart made me so happy. I forgot how beautiful their voices are and their harmonies. And Moshimo was such a gorgeous song.
I love that acapella opening.
It was
so good. It was so good.
Oh man, their vocals are on point.
Oh, yeah.
This like both these songs were amazing. I liked this. I think I like Moshimo a little bit more just because of that acapella opening and just the way the song opens up and like the music eventually kicks in and they harmonize so well. Like, man, this is a good song.
You know, initially, I was very hesitant because, the only music video that we could find, or anything music of them, was a live performance because, haha, they're Sony.
Yeah.
And we won't get into that, but they're
No.
Sony. But I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh man, don't tell me that their music just being cut off is just part of the live. And it wasn't, no. It's so good. I wish it was just a little bit higher, but, at least we'll get to talk about them just a little bit, and I'm so happy about them.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
I wish to see more releases by them fairly soon within the next year.
No, I agree because I haven't had a chance to listen to a whole lot of their stuff, but they did Period, which was like the 3rd or 4th opening of
I forgot
Full
they
Metal
did that
Alchemist
song.
Brotherhood. Yeah,
I forgot about that. That's a good
song's
song, too.
insanely good. So I mean, that's where I know Chemistry from, is that song. But man, if they keep producing music like this, please let them come and do more stuff, because Lord, this is awesome. This right here was amazing.
And it sold an amazing 13,516 points there. And continuing on up to number 9, it is Marigold by Aimyon. And I love this song.
I do
It's
too.
so good.
This is
I
one
forgot.
of the reasons I bought the album.
I forgot that I didn't buy the single, and I bought it immediately after and filled that void in my heart. It's so good.
It is. It's a really good song.
And I'm so glad to see it come back. This came out last year, and it just came back in the charts, which is amazing.
Probably
It
has to do
shows
with that
the new album
Shin-chan
coming out.
announcement.
Oh,
yeah,
her.
no.
Well, no. Well, she has that new album that came out last week on February 13th.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons that came back. And, plus Shin-chan, but since the new album dropped, I think it got a lot of people to pick up Marigold. And the Kohaku, that was one of the featured songs, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, it's so good.
And her voice is just magnificent. She's like a combination of Yui and Ayaka. If they had a baby, that would be, I know.
Aimyon. I think that would be the combination also of the noise.
It would, and I love her name because it's so cute, and it's also memorable. It's something short and sweet, and you remember it.
Yep. But yeah, this week it sold a wonderful 15,627 points. And going on up to number 8, it is Sayonara Gokko by Amazarashi. And I thought I was tripping balls when I was watching this music video.
It's
did
disturbing. It's so disturbing. I was like, I like the song. I like Amazarashi typically.
You know what's
But-
funny? You know what's funny? So when we get to a little bit down the line to further artists here, you know, in the music video, it had a parental advisory thing right before the music video. I think that could have been used for this music video instead of that one. Because, by God, I was tripping so hard watching this.
I don't know. It was bizarre, but the whole thing's animated too. It's not like it's not like the one later on where it's all like live action stuff.
Let's save it for later.
That's all I was gonna say. But it was weird. I will say the animation for the music video was really gorgeous, and I liked some of the artwork in it. But yeah, it is a little disturbing in a weird way. But the song itself was really beautiful because it's a nice little ballad. I guess it's a little depressing, but I don't know. I didn't feel depressed listening to it. So
It was a good song. I want to hear more of it because I felt like it wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
it was
And
only 2 minutes.
this is another thing, too. I was fairly surprised to find this one also because, haha, Sony.
Sony.
I was glad they put it up though, because that way it gives people a chance to check it out and say, "Hey, I really like this. I'm going to purchase it." So I'm glad they
Yeah.
put it up.
Yeah, you would think.
I don't always understand their decisions, but that's just me. But I am glad that we had it because when I saw him on the charts, I was like, oh man, we're not gonna be able to find this thing because I already know he's Sony. So I was like, well, but we did get a 2-minute video that, well, a little disturbing, was really nice, and I'm glad I was able to hear it. So, you know, it's nice to see Amazarashi still coming out here and doing things, being Amazarashi, because he's a little different, but yeah.
But yeah, it sold in a wonderful 16,297 points. And going on up, once again, it is Believe Again, Brightest Melody, and Over the Next Rainbow by Saint Snow, Aquars, and the whole Love
Saint
Live.
Aquars Snow.
Snow.
Yeah, just combination.
I will say I liked all three, but the first song is the best song. And I know you guys
Yeah.
talked about it last week, but
I agree.
this
Believe
week
Again was my favorite as well.
I did not expect the heavy rock song that came. I was like, what am I listening to?
They are
Are
the
you
edgy-
certain this is Aquars?
This is the edgy right. Well, technically, they're not Aquars. They're the edgy rival towards Aquars.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
like it's like saying Rosalia is Afterglow.
Yeah,
that's kind
yeah,
of
they're
like
two
what that's
radically
saying.
different things. Yeah. Well, I mean, Brightest Melody was pretty decent too. I think it was Over the Next Rainbow that I was like, okay, this is really generic. Like that was the one song I was like, I don't care much for that.
I thought Brightest Melody was generic.
Oh, it was generic and tolerable. I like there's a brand of generic that I enjoy, and Brightest Melody was in that bin of, well, it's generic, but I still like it. And then Over the Next Rainbow is in the bin of it's generic and annoying, and so that's just how it goes sometimes.
We'll get more to that later about your taste of generic music fairly soon.
What can I say?
Hint,
I'm
hint.
consistent. I'm consistent.
But yeah, it sold a wonderful 17,330 copies. You know, it's been a trend as of late where anything Aquars related just debuts on the chart and sticks there for a week and then fades out of existence the next.
Yeah.
But-
Well, it's out. It seems like it's outperforming Idolmaster. I mean, when's the last time we talked about Idolmaster? It's been a while.
It's been weeks. I haven't seen anything Idolmaster pop up.
Wait, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, I want to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that.
I just like Aquar seems to be popping up way more than Idolmaster.
It's that Kohaku boost, man.
Ko-Boost. Speaking of Kohaku Boost.
Yeah, going on up to number 6. Once again, it is Lemon by Yunezu Kenshi. This thing won't die. Over a year now. This thing won't die.
This song is officially like the zombie infestation of music. It will not die no matter how many times you shoot in the head. It sticks around. It's kind of a joke toward Flamingo. But yeah, I mean, we talked about the song to death. We all like it. I don't think any of us liked it at first. We've all kind of come around to it. So maybe that's part of the majesty that was that's the staying power of this song, is the fact that it'll make anyone love it.
But yeah, this week it sold 19,442 points. Going on up, it's Revive by Uni One. And by God, I was not expecting what I was going to expect.
Let's just say if
I
I wasn't about
agree.
to fall asleep while watching this music video, I would have been super depressed afterwards. But I was too tired to care. But wow.
This was fantastic. I had no idea what to expect. I loved it. The video was like something out of a horror movie, but the song, oh my god, their vocals are amazing.
I don't know if it would be something out. I guess like maybe Final Destination or something. But I wouldn't say it was a
Final
horror
Destination, but more like,
Generic zombie movie.
yes, Walking Dead.
movie.
But I mean, you know,
Walking Dead.
the video is very depressing. If you watch it, you'll know what we mean.
I
Oh,
forgot
man,
about
I
the
was-
zombie part. I
was-
legitimately forgot about the zombie part.
I was bummed out about that one guy in the music video.
Yep, I
Yeah.
mean it was a great this was amazing. Like the video was very depressing and weird. The
The song's really
oh,
good.
it's so
The song's
good.
good. The song's really good.
I love this, and I want to hear more from them now because this was so amazing.
Yeah, this surprised me. I wasn't expecting much from this single, but it surprised the hell out of me. And if you guys don't know, this is used for the new Code Geass movie.
I figured as much.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, if you're interested in them, the only song that they have on Apple Music or iTunes is the one we're talking about. The single has 4 songs: Revive, Freaky, Call My Name, and the instrumental version of Revive.
I might have to pick this single up because I love this.
But yeah, you know, it threw me off so much, but I loved it. Guys should watch the music video. Watch it in a bright lit room. Don't watch it at night, for love of God, and be in the right state of mind.
I watched it in the dark in my bed. I was fine.
Yeah, and this week it sold a wonderful 19,658 or 85 points. Sorry about that. Ugh.
Yeah, the
Cannot
point
read.
system's so weird.
Well,
I get
because-
why they do it, but it's still
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. And going on up, it is Cosmos by Pentagon. And 9 times out of 10, I wanted to guess if this was Korean or not.
I think it is.
They are
No,
Korean, and I
yeah.
know why. So
It
they had a
sounds-
scandal. They had a scandal a couple months ago in Korea. So Hina's boyfriend, boyfriend, not ex-boyfriend. Her boyfriend was in that band, and when they found out they were dating, he got kicked out and lost his contract.
Well,
So that's how I
Oh,
know
is-
about the group.
is that the guy that shows up on her Instagram every so often?
Yep, that's her boyfriend. He was in Pentagram, and he was
Cool.
one of the rappers. But because of their dating, she lost her record label because of that, and so did he. And the funny thing is Psy picked her up, and she's gonna make him money because Hina sells.
Yep.
So, but that's how I know who Pentagram is and that they're Korean, because I do follow Hina.
Because nothing's on the Oricon stating anything. So I'm like, I listened to it and I'm like, holy crackers, this sounds Korean. The beat
It
sounds
sounds
Korean.
super Korean. It's-
The beat sounds Korean. Their accents sound not native. So like, it's just like, I think they're Korean. This sounds very Korean inspired.
Well, for me, I'm starting to get to where I can kind of notice the difference between Japanese and Koreans, and I'm like, they look super Korean. So that was like the tip off to me, is like looking at the boys. I was like, you guys look Korean, but the song was in Japanese, and that's what kept throwing me. I was like, wait a second, what's
Well,
going
there's
on
a
here?
lot of Korean band groups
Yeah.
who come to Japan and do songs. So, but for me, I knew who the group was since I knew one of the rappers. So, and I do follow K-pop once in a while. But the
It was
song
okay.
was okay. It dragged on too long. I thought if it would have been a shorter song, I probably would have liked it a little more.
Yep.
I can't argue against that. It was a little too long.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was alright, in my opinion. Nothing I would kick out of bed for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go out and buy it. I felt like it was very typical and a little bit forgettable for me, because I can, there are a lot of other K-pop boy bands I like a lot better who have a little more songs that stick with you. But it was okay. I mean, I can see why it made the top 10.
But yeah, with that, it sold a lovely 14,294 points. And going on up,
Did you say 14,000 or did you say 40?
40 numbers. I cannot read. I cannot say anything. 40,000 words. What is words?
What are they?
Me can't speak. Me Tarzan. But yeah, going on up to number 3. Speaking of me can't speak, I can't read any of this.
The Google Translate for the first one is absolutely hilarious. I know that's not what that says.
You know, shoot for the moon. Give me the English translation for that.
It was something with sparkly. It was like sparkling light.
No, so for me, Google Translate has microcarbonic acid.
Cool. That sounds like
why you never go at Google Translate.
No, you do not trust it I mean, sometimes they're decent, sometimes they're kind of in the ballpark, sometimes they're in left field, and you just kind of ignore it. This is one of those. It's like when I saw it, I was like, I know that can't be right. That makes no sense. No, I think like the subtitle to the first song is sparkling something. Hold on, I downloaded the song. All right, let me pull it up.
Okay, whatever.
Oh no, it's all in kanji for me.
It's all in kanji. And I'm too lazy to pull up to pull it in the dictionary here.
We can call it microcarbonic acid.
No, I figured if you look at the music video, because it all has English translations or subtitles.
All their music videos are subtitled, which is nice for those who aren't fluent in Japanese. My kanji is horrible, so I can't help you with the kanji.
It says bitansan, which literally does mean insignificant carbonic acid. So Google was right on that.
Well, yes.
But yeah, well, what do we feel about the single here?
So like if you look it up on YouTube, it has like juice equals juice, and then it has in brackets like the name of the song, and then in parentheses it says juice equals juice, and then another bracket it says lightly sparkling. So I think that's supposed to be what they're going for.
So I really liked the first two. I loved the long title. I'm not gonna try to say it right now. And hold on. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see what I'm reading right now.
Pottery?
Bullshirito. No. Polshirito. Polsurito. Someone with glasses can read that. I don't have my glasses on. I actually can't read anything.
So like poetry maybe?
If they didn't translate it that in the song though. But I loved the first two. I did not care for Goodbye, Good Luck. The first two, though, were amazing.
You would, Gray. You would.
Actually, of the three, that one was my favorite because for me, I don't have too much. Like I know we've talked about Juice before, and I've never really paid too much attention to them other than when we have to talk about them. But for me, like they're one of those groups where it's like they're a little too electronica for my taste. I mean I liked the first two songs, but I mean I think all the songs have some electronica in it to some extent. But I would like if they would take out like the electronica stuff, I would actually love this a lot.
But that's what makes them so good.
I second Ken's on that. I really like the first two for that. I thought Goodbye, Good Luck was too cutesy, and I don't know. It didn't do it for me, but I'm really glad we all have varying opinions, so everyone kind of gets an idea of why we like what we like, you know? You actually spelled it out really well, saying that these are more electronica, because that way people know what it leans toward, and I feel like that's why I like those two, because it's not usual juice.
Well, it's a middle ground, right? Because it's not full blown electronica. It's pop with electronica elements infused into it, I guess is a better way of putting it. But I mean, like I did like songs 1, 2, and 3. I downloaded all three of them. I meant to listen to them today and kind of forgot, but I did like all three, and I will probably listen to them on my car ride tomorrow. So so don't think that I only liked the third song and you know hated the first two. That's not the case. I genuinely liked all three songs. Just I preferred the last one. That's like that was my favorite of the three.
Because it's generic Idol.
Shoot,
you know, like I said, I've been in the Idol industry or listening to the Idol music for years now, like close to 10 years, 10, 15 years now. And this doesn't change. This is the same thing that I've listened to several years ago.
I'm not burnt out yet, okay?
I am burnt out to a crisp. I need that different allergy so that it gives a mix up to the music industry there. That's why I love the first two songs, especially the first song, Stupid Carbonic Acid.
No,
So-
I love the first, and the music video for that first song is really, really good too. Like, of the music videos, that one was by far my favorite.
And you know what's funny? I feel like they were telling a story. They're all 3 songs, and it's the same freaking guy. Like, oh, I don't know. Oh, the guy was like, oh, I love this girl, but I really want you to be with you, and all that stuff. And then this is when they're in the relationship and stuff like that, and they're about to break up, and then goodbye, good luck, is bye, y'all.
Later, boy.
Later, be like the sakura leaves on the tree and skedaddle.
You know what's funny is I actually listened to this in reverse order. So I started with goodbye and good luck and moved, and like the carbonic acid was the very last one I watched.
And I started
Man.
in the opposite order. I started with carbonic acid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, when you type in juice equals juice in like the YouTube search bar, like the goodbye good luck I think was like the top one. That's why I clicked it.
You and your other generic idol freaking fans.
Hey, give me a break. We haven't got to it yet.
But yeah, it's so that wonderful is 63,832 points. And going on up, it's Yamapi with Reason and Never Lose. Haven't seen him in a long time either.
I
His album
haven't
was
either.
really good. His album was really good last year, but
I-
besides that,
I kind of liked what I heard, but Sony Japan only posted like a minute of the music videos each
I know.
apiece.
I was sad it ended.
So-
I wanted to hear more before it ended.
Yeah, it's hard to really have an opinion on 1 minute of a song. I want to hear more. Like, I don't know if I'd like it or not. Like, I was leaning toward loving it, but just a minute, it's hard to tell. So
I think they
I
want
don't
people
know.
to blind buy it, give them a taste of it and think, oh my god, I need to hear the rest of this. You need to buy it. Which
Well,
is what gets me
it-
to buy stuff a lot.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it only has CD numbers. It doesn't have downloads or streams. It's just CD numbers.
Which I'm not surprised with. I mean, some companies go more for the physical aspect, and they sell it, and you'll see by the numbers of this. CDs alone sold very, very well, and same with Johnny's. Johnny's kills it without downloads.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, also if you look at Japan, they're still more of a physical
Media
place.
versus other countries right now, but I can see it getting released for download later. They might just be doing CD for right now to see how the numbers do.
Yeah.
But I do like what I heard, and I would like to hear a little bit more.
well, I mean, technically, he's still with Johnny, so I mean, that's probably another reason why it was only CD only.
And that makes perfect sense.
Okay, but yeah, Reason and Never Lose sold an amazing 65,156 points there. And going on up is Generic McGeneric, also known as Kazeo Motsu by STU48. That's just me being stubborn there, but
I second that opinion.
I love this song.
I felt like
Gray, why don't you
I
take
heard
the
it.
reins here and tell us why this song is so good?
I liked the melody of it. I liked I don't know. I like the melody of the song. I like the way that it flowed. I love the way that it's sung. The part where they say "I can't stop loving you" is typically stuck in my head. I love this song. It was I've listened to it like 20, 30 times now. I really, really liked it.
well, Japan agreed with you on that.
Yeah. Like, I don't have or if you don't like the song, I don't have an argument that's going to change your mind. Like, it's a 48 song. It's in the Akimoto brand. Either you love it or you hate it. It is on brand for them.
It's on brand for them, but their first single was so much better.
I don't
It was so
even
much
remember
better.
that first single at all.
It was a year ago, but still, it was so much better than this, whatever this was. This is by the numbers. By the freaking numbers.
I remember the melody a little bit, but I just felt like it just felt like everything else. And what the hell was up with their dancing in the video? It was like all over the place. I was so confused.
Now, to be fair, I don't like the music video at all. You could cut out the 30 seconds of stomping. I hate that. And the music video is cool because it's a continuous shot from beginning to end. But I don't like the dance choreography by and large, and I don't like the pose where it looks like they're trying to hold their heads up, and they strike that pose quite a bit in the video. So I actually have only watched the video like once, because after I determined I liked the song and hated the music video, I stopped watching the music video. But I mean, I guess I liked it. I liked it a lot. It is what it is. I mean, I say the same things when it comes to Johnny's, and I get trounced, but you know, like I just, you know, for me, I liked this.
And everyone has, you know, what they like, so everyone likes different songs and genres, so.
It's because they're ladies. I'm kidding.
No, it's.
I don't like all Johnny's, but there are some songs that I've really liked.
You know,
I've actually gone out of my way to see if I can find more boy bands that I like, because I love Color Creation so much. So I've been trying to branch out and find new things. That's why every time we talk about Johnny's, I want to, like, I don't, when we talk about Johnny's and I sit here and I go, this sounds generic to me, that to the point that I don't like it, and I mean that as in like the insult that it's supposed to be. I say it from a person who genuinely wants to like it, but for whatever reason can't. And that's just the thing for me. Like, I genuinely want to like it because I want to find, like, I don't have a hard time finding too many female idol groups that I enjoy, but it's a real hard time for me to find boy bands that I like. Like, I love Color Creation, and we'll talk about Color Creation next week. But
it's funny, and I'm coming from the point of view that I've listened to this song could have come out 5 years ago and it wouldn't have changed anything. That's why I'm mad. That's the only reason why I want them to change their style. That's the only reason why I don't like 48 anymore. It's because they don't change anything. Everything is by the freaking numbers. And the same thing can go for Johnny's too. Don't get me wrong. Johnny's is fairly generic at certain times too. Certain songs sound the same to me. But it depends on the vocalist. They don't have enough strong vocalists to carry them on some of these things. Also, case in point, look at Last Idol. Last Idol, whenever they change their members to fit certain songs to the certain rhythm and choreograph that they're doing, their songs are amazing. I believe it was the third or fourth single that Last Idol did that both me and Luna just loved.
I agree. And I'm not a big idol person. Like, I like female singers and I like female vocalists and some girl bands, but I'm not a big 48 person, minus the few ones I found I've loved. And I want to like them. It's just really hard for me finding ones to like, because I feel like I've heard the song, like Ken said, years ago, done by another idol group. So, and I feel like I've heard it over and over. So I guess that's what, for me, for listening to some of it so long.
And see, for me, like, I literally started listening to this stuff about a year ago. I am not burnt out on it. This is the kind of music that I like. It's light, it's upbeat, it's fun. It has I really, really love the melody of this song. To me,
5 years from now, oh yeah, I don't like whatever OCS 48 is coming up with. It's nothing.
OCS,
it's nothing.
What city is that supposed to be?
I don't know, but I don't care. But, you know, I say it because the idol industry needs to evolve for it to survive. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like, oh, it's that brand of music where just the cute girls are dancing around like Magikarps and flopping around like fish. That's literally what it's gonna be as if it doesn't evolve like this.
Well, but here's the thing. Like, it's not going to evolve until sales start dropping. Like, as long as sales remain high, they have literally zero reason to change, because they know exactly what sells. And why on God's green earth would you deviate from something that you know is going to put money in the bank? So until sales numbers start dropping, you're not going to see any sort of radical change, radical overhaul. The question is will they be able to correct course in time? Because, yeah, I agree with you. It's probably going to die out in some years. I don't know if it's soon or next week. I mean, they still sell
Next week.
Next
Please.
week. We'll see. But I mean, and you do have some experimentation going on, like Keyakizaka 46. That's an experiment.
No. Specifically 48. Let's write this if we're gonna go under Johnny. Specifically 48. We're not gonna talk about 46. We're not gonna talk about Last Idol.
The reason I use them is because they're still under Akimoto, so that's the reason why I use them. But if you want to stay under 48, that's fine. But here's the thing: you have to. Yeah, they're not really experimenting in the 48 stuff. It's all pretty much the same.
It's all pretty much the same. Let's just say this much: the next AKB48 single is going to be a dance song. I already know. This is the same formulaic stuff that they've been doing for the past 10 years now, where around this time it's either going to be a slow melody graduation song or a high upbeat dance song. And we saw this last year. Because what came out last year?
Jabba.
And that was a
dance song.
There you go.
Yes. I love that song.
I hate that song.
I do too.
I loved it.
I tried to like it. I just couldn't like it.
But I like that. I like that style of dance music. So.
But I do want to go on that boat.
The boat looks nice.
The boat looks nice. I want to go on that boat. All that stuff that I'm complaining about 48 stuff, I'm a biggest hypocrite there is because I want to go on that stupid boat. But, like I said, I'm coming from the point of view that I've been here, done that, and I've seen this. This is the same reason why fans fell out of Morning Musume. And Morning Musume is trying to evolve and trying to do that just so that they can capture new things.
Yeah, or get back their old fan base that were bored of them.
Yeah, so...
But no, I always take your criticism as, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I always take your criticism not as a person who hates AKB48 and wants to see it die. You come at it from the place of, well, I love this thing. It's really hasn't evolved in the time that I've been listening to it, and everybody knows, like, if you don't change, you tend to die. So you're more of a concerned fan. Like a lot of people, like when Nintendo, and I know this is going to be a little thing, but just follow me here. Like when some of the biggest Nintendo fans, I think, are the people who criticize them the most because they are fans and they want to see them be amazing and grow and whatnot. Like, if you didn't like them, you just be indifferent about it. You're like, oh, well, whatever, I don't care. But you care because you're still a fan at heart. Just you don't like what they're currently doing, and you want to see them evolve and change and be better. So, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't apologize.
Yeah, with this, I'm just like, this is the same stuff. Like, the only thing I can remember from this song is the melody, and it's because it feels like a song that I heard before. That's the only reason why. But yeah, I mean,
I really like the piano work in this song too.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
That's the only thing that tempted me there. But it's so monumental regardless, selling 278,620 points, and it sold as a second single being a year later. Amazing.
It doubled what it did last year.
Yeah, it doubled. But yeah, I mean, with that, let's move over here to the albums and just kind of take a quick peek.
Oh, I already did earlier. I'm super excited.
Let's see here. Don't care about that. For Bohemian Rhapsody is still at number 8 there. And what? Avril Lavigne? I guess.
Yeah, I had no idea she had a new album out.
I guess it's still pretty popular in Japan.
They love her.
Yeah, they love her.
Well, she loves them, so it all pans.
17 still, that mini album still on there. Team Sachihoko with their newly branded Team Sachi is there. I'm happy for that because I was quite worried when they lost their member there. The Little Girls also for number 4, or Magical 2. They're little girls! They're like 8 years old, man!
No, they're 12, but no, it's just the way you said it. It's hilarious because you're 100% right. It's creepy.
They're little girls.
They are children.
They're children, and they did better than the adult ladies on this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna continue on here. The horny little 5-year-olds, one in them singles saying, "Mommy, buy them CDs." Jesus Christ. And then, what's interesting is 3 and 1 are technically the same thing.
I know, I was thinking the same thing, and number 1 and 3 combined, since they're the same, freaking killed it.
Yeah. Quarter of a mil right there.
And for you want to know who that is? It is One OK Rock with their newest album, Eye of the Storm.
They killed it, and this is right before their world tour. So this is all the head steam that they need.
Oh yeah, and they've been building up such a big world fan base these last couple years in doing their tours. I'm not surprised that they sold as much as they did, and their last single, I think, was in all English. So they've been really building their fan base, and I'm happy for them. I think this is great. This is, especially 3 is an international version of their album, and it sold 28,000 copies, which is pretty amazing. And that was a CD.
Yep. So, I mean, 1OK heading into the head of storm here with their release of their album right before the world tour. It's so good, and I wish them all the luck in the world tour. I'll be there for their March. They made 2 shows for Honolulu, so I'll be there for one of them. Not both of them, but one of them, because I don't have money.
I really want to try to go see them, but it's a 6-hour drive, the closest venue they're playing at. They came to my city a couple years ago, and I unfortunately did not get to see them, and I missed them, so I'm very upset about that. Wish if they'd come back to the Midwest again. That's not Chicago. Chicago is a bit of a drive.
If you do want to check out the new album, it is available on iTunes and Apple Music.
I would assume so,
And
since
Spotify.
there's an international version.
Oh yeah, they have a huge fan base here. So, and it's also available on CD Japan.
Yes.
So
I've never listened to any of their music, so I couldn't tell you.
they're really good. I've really enjoyed the music I've heard.
That's actually pretty surprising, Gray, because they're in a lot of things now. You probably just never knew it was them, and you probably at least heard a song or two.
Didn't
To be
they do
fair, I don't.
Didn't they do the endings to the Rurouni Kenshin movies?
Yeah,
Yep,
the live
that's
action
what
ones.
I thought. Yep, the live actions. Yep.
Oh, the only one I have is the first one. I haven't seen the other 2, and I could not tell you the ending to that one.
I
Or
remembered
if I
it
liked
because
it.
I loved the ending theme songs, and I didn't know who it was at the time. And I looked it up, and I found out. And I'm like, ooh, they're really good. So, but 2 is the reason why one of the singles came back. Aimyon took 2, which is extremely exciting for her second album. She sold about almost 82,000 copies, and that's pretty darn good. And not to mention Marigold popped up on the charts for her, so I'm really happy to see that, and I cannot wait to get my copy.
I'm young. Just love that.
Which is also available on Apple Music and iTunes.
I would assume I'm young. Very, very popular. So, what label is she under? No, she's under Warner. Yeah?
Warner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's under Warner. I love Warner's label. Warner and Universal are awesome because they're so good about getting artist music out there for everyone. Same with Avex. So I'm excited for this. I really, really want my copy to ship sooner. I'm tempted to change the shipping. That's what I get for bundling it. I bundled it with stuff that drops in the 27th.
Oh, if you want to check out Wanima's new single, you can pre-order it on iTunes. I have again. It's really good.
But yeah, I mean, with that, is there anything that we want to talk about before we head off here?
Not that I can think of tonight.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I mean, I guess with that,
know why I said it like
hopefully you would like our episode, our gaming soundtrack episode that should be posted right before this one, so hopefully you like that, with our 2 affiliates, Koryu Hunter, our Japanese Twitch streamer, and Living Mailbox. He streams a lot of horror games, but he's going into speedrunning now because, of course, that's the next evolution that he would be doing anyway.
I saw the times he was posting for Resident Evil 2. That boy's flying through it.
Oh no! Well, 'cause that's like his game of the year, game of life.
To be fair, one, we're 2 months into the year, but Resident Evil 2 would also be my game of the year. I was telling a friend of mine, I think it's better than RE4, and I know that's fighting words, but I think it's better.
What are you talking about? Game of the year is Tetris 99, but that's besides the point. There.
I haven't played Tetris 99. I don't have an opinion on that one.
It's free. Go and get it. Besides that, you can find him at twitch.tv/KoryuHunter, KYORYUHUNTER. And you can find our other affiliate, Timbertaft. He is a Japanese Twitch, or not a Japanese Twitch streamer. He is a regular Twitch streamer, American Twitch streamer in his own right. And he does a bunch of other lovely music compositions. You can check him out at twitch.tv/Timbertaft, TIMBERTAFT. And you can check out the other podcast that I do is called Podosaurus. It is similar in vein of Ongaku to You, except we just go off the rails all the time. So pretty much like the 48 argument or lovely little chat that I had with Gray earlier. It's fairly similar like that every single time. And unless they're talking about horror games, you probably won't hear me at all. But yeah, go check that out. And besides that, that's pretty much it. You can find the podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Ongaku to You. You can follow our site at ongaku2you.com. Follow us on Facebook. Hit that like button, I guess. I don't know what the kids say. And we're on YouTube
you
too,
can,
right?
Yeah. Where you can also press the like button and subscribe.
Well, if you agree with me, you should just push that like button. Comment the reason why. Gray is just being generic Idol fan.
And Gray would not be offended. It's fine.
But yeah, anyway, you can find me on Twitter at OTYKin1, where I am just lamenting over the fact that I am not in Japan to that Bang Dream 3-day live party at the Budokan right now, and I really wanted to go, but I just don't have money, and I'm really pressed for time, and I really want to go, oh baby. But yeah, you can just listen to my rants there, and me talking about Seiyus and Final Fantasy XIV, where I just hit stuff with sticks. But yeah, besides that, where can we find you guys? Let's start with you, Luna.
You can find me at Nerdy Collector Luna on Instagram and LunaMaria87 on Twitter.
And you, Gray?
You can find me at Ongaku Gray on Twitter. And I've been a little bit of a ghost for the past 2 weeks is because I've been working a lot. But I should be on there more frequently now that my work schedule's ramping down a little bit. So just follow me. I talk about things I like, things I don't like. I talk about things. Yeah.
Just in general.
In general. Just in general. Except the weather. I don't talk about the weather.
Well,
it's a thing that exists.
It's there. But yeah, I want to thank you guys very much for listening to this week's episode of Ongaku to You. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Aloha.
This is Luna signing off. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
And this is Gray signing off. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.